I stay at home. I don't go out and I be busy. I'm not bored or not that I don't know what to do. I'm always busy.
Bridgette Steltz isn't taking any chances.
I live in Kittery, Maine.
She's staying home as she has been for months, but that doesn't mean she's staying idle.
I started right on the beginning of March. So when I work on it every day, maybe 5 hours.
Sewing masks for anyone in need of one.
In our neighborhood, everybody has masks, and my daughter's friends and co-workers and my daughter in Pennsylvania, I guess the whole town have them.
An entire town wearing masks.
It's all made by me.
With the help of her daughter, Bridgette has shipped masks far and wide.
The first ones went to New York, to the Presbyterian Hospital. More hospitals, they went from Florida to Wisconsin, to Georgia, Pennsylvania, all over.
For her to sit still and be idle, it just doesn't happen. So that's why she's doing this.
Bridgette has made an impressive amount.
I made so far 1,415.
And counting.
I'm a seamstress all my life, and I always have a good stock of material. So I took it all out, but I have friends who donated, who gave me material too.
Bridgette isn't even letting a scrap of material go to waste.
And in between the masks, from the scraps of that, we're making quilts for her grandchildren, so we're not throwing anything away.
The soon-to-be 89-year-old has been living with her daughter Heidi and her 3 boys for the last 20 years.
She's always doing something. She has volunteered all the time since she's been living with me. She volunteers at the thrift store. She volunteers at church. She's always out with her friends on different days. She's out of the house every day before this quarantine.
It's simply in Bridgette's nature to do, and to do for others.
Well, I always did charity work or volunteer work from my parents did. So I grew up with it. So I knew right away that's something I had to do. That's my act of kindness, to pay it forward.
Paying it forward is something her mother taught her at a very young age.
I grew up in Germany during World War II. Women and children got evacuated from the front zone, and people had to take them in. And my mom took everybody in. We had a Cape Cod house, and there were 15 people living in at one time. She just took them in. We all went to one room, and each family sort of had one room, and that's how we lived for a while. But my mom always said, you have to help your fellow man.
Her shirt says it all. Bridgette is helping her fellow man because simply your life is worth her time. And the senior has some advice for others.
Don't sit at home and do nothing. Even if you just call friends or whatever you can do it. Because otherwise you think too much about it and crawling the walls.
Bridgette isn't hanging up her sewing shears until there's no need left in sight.
I will do it as long as the masks are needed. Whoever needs masks, come to me, you get them.